Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.
So your playing career, what kind of positives and negative things have you experienced playing overseas?
Overseas? When you say overseas, are you talking about Europe
like
or are you talking about America?
Oh, what's going on? 1 second, connection. So would you say that again?
Yeah. I said, are you talking about America or are you talking about Europe? What one?
Europe. When is your professional career in Europe?
What type of positives? Well, obviously the one major positive is the money in it. Like you,
fair enough.
Yeah, like you spend your whole time playing the game for free, you know, and you know, like anyone that knows the grind, it's a crazy grind, you know, like when you're, especially coming from Europe, like going the whole American route and then like coming back over to Europe to then like play professionally, like it's a long time. Whereas, you know, the Americans, like the ones that go straight to the league and stuff like that, they start getting reaping the benefits of their reward from when they're 18, 19, 20 years old. I went pro when I was 23, 24.
Okay.
You know? So that's a long time playing, even though when you're going through school, you're getting your scholarships, you're getting, you know, everything.
For a long time,
But in terms of like taking care of your family and doing all of that type of stuff, you can't really do it, innit? So that was probably one of the biggest benefits and like pluses, but also seeing the world. You know, I feel like it's allowed me to see probably the only continent I haven't been to is Africa. So, you know, that's a blessing, and it's all through basketball. So that's a major blessing, and like getting to see different cultures.
Is that the reason you chose to not play in BBL? Or was there other reasons for why that?
To be honest, BBL at the time, it didn't make much sense for me because when you consider the money, like what I was able to get everywhere else, you know, like it just didn't really like match up at the time. You know, I always said like I wanted to play like in front of my family and friends, but for the time, like I wanted to, but if you're getting paid a certain amount everywhere else, and then it's like, I've been in contact and like talked with teams, but at the time they just wasn't ready. They didn't have the funds and stuff like that. So it made it difficult and hard to like want to come back. So that's pretty much why. And also at the time when I was coming out, the professionalism, it wasn't really there yet. So yeah.
Oh, that's dope, man. And what is your thoughts on the BBL, man? Like,
do you know what? I feel like it's come a long way, man. I feel like the BBL is getting a lot better. Yeah. Obviously my guy, you know, like playing for London, Ovi, like he's definitely like done wonders for the game and stuff like that. But just in general, I've seen the growth over the years. You know, the arenas have gotten a lot bigger. The arenas have gotten a lot bigger. I'm looking at just the structure, the way how everything has been done. Like it's definitely developed over the years. So where it stands right now, I'm liking the BBL. I'm liking where everything's at. So hopefully,
that's all right, man.
Continues to improve. Yeah.
And if it made sense to you, would you ever play in the BBL again, or is it just a case of you're
most definitely? As I said, I've always wanted to, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's not something like I've like frowned upon or anything like that. But like at the time, it was very difficult for me because financially it just didn't make sense. But you know, like I know there's a couple clubs in the BBL that, you know, they run things properly. When I was in Denmark, I played against Leicester. And like I got to come over and play against Leicester when I was with Bucking Bears. And like that was dope, you know, like the way out there arena was set up, the way how they handled things, all of that was like A1. So you know, as I said, if it makes sense and it's right, I'd love to come back.
Definitely, man. I agree with that. And playing overseas, how has that like affected you on your personal life?
Man, it's tough. It's tough because what people don't understand is they see you as entertainment. You know, they see you as like, oh, you know, like you're living this great life. You know, like you get to do what you love. You're doing you're living out your dreams and all of that good stuff. But what they don't see is you know, you see your family for maybe a month out of the year. You know, like you might see your family for, like, if you're lucky, you get to see your family for 2 months out of the year. You know, and I've been doing that since I was 18 years old. You know, so you become a little bit out of touch. You know, you like, I've had to miss my brother's wedding. You know, I've had to miss, you know, my sister's, my niece's weddings, you know. I've missed everyone's birthdays. I've missed, like, everything, Christmases, everything. Like, you miss absolutely everything,
So even Christmas, you're even staying over here in Christmas is what you're staying overseas.
Yeah, man. And if you do get to come over, it's not going to be, like, on Christmas Day or anything like that. You get to come over for maybe, like, 2-3 days. Like, maybe, like, Boxing Day.
Serious, man.
To, like, the 28th. And then, like, you got to leave back again. So it's proper tough, man. It's proper tough, bro. It's proper tough. That's the thing that people don't see. They don't see the sacrifices in it. But it's worth it at the end of the day because you get to provide for everyone else around you, innit? But, yeah.
That's good, man. Yeah. So where's the best experience you had overseas? You're playing in Denmark, Slovakia.
You're trying to draw me out right now.
Oh, you know what I mean? This ones that you enjoyed the most, that you reckon?
Ones that I enjoyed the most. Okay.
They could have all been good. Probably have preferred one more than the other, innit?
Yeah. Do you know what? Denmark was dope. I have to say, but I really like Slovakia. I really like Italy. Yeah, I feel like I've had great times in like everywhere, like all the places that I've been to. But you know, the championship has to stand out like amongst everywhere else in it, because I won a championship in Denmark, and you know, some people
I remember that.
And some people don't ever win a championship playing like their whole career. You know what I'm saying? So for me to win a championship in my 3rd year out, like that was like super special to me. And also we got to the quarterfinals in FIBA Euro Cup. Like that was dope. You know, the whole experience of that was crazy. I think in terms of personal development, though, the 2 places where really taught me loads were my first year in France. That was crazy, bro, because when you're coming out of college, I've just graduated, you know, I thought I was going to go to the league. Done the whole draft thing, and, you know, I went undrafted, and then I went to play for Sassari. And that's like in Italy, the top division. At the time, they were a really big club in it. And I left there and I went to France. And no one teaches you how to be a pro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
It's very different. It's very different, like waking up and going to practice and, you know, playing for your college team and stuff like that. But then when you play as a pro, bro, like you got to maintain your body. You got to take care of your body. Like, it's not just eating anything you want anymore. It's not just, you know, doing whatever you want, going out late and then coming back. Like, bro, like if you do that, you're an animal and you're not going to last long.
No. I've seen a lot of people like that, man. Just go out partying and raving.
Yeah,
I mean,
and it's a fast crash, bro. It's a fast crash. But I think my first year I did that a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'd go out all the time. I was like just you're free. Do you get what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want. You're a professional, like, but you can do it. And then after I learned, like, all right, cool, like, you know, I gotta start to take care of my body. I gotta start to stretch all the time. I gotta put the extra work in. That summer, you know, I really realized, all right, cool. Like, I worked my whole life for this. I want this, so this is what I gotta do. And Slovakia is where I kind of got the keys given to me, like, for an organization to say, all right, cool, it's all on you. You got to take us to the playoffs. You got to win, you know. And my coach at the time, he was a first-time head coach.
Okay.
You know, for a club. So, you know, like, he had faith in me, and he was his name was Ryan Pannone. Right now, he's the head coach of the New Orleans Pelicans G League team.
Oh, right. That's good.
Yeah. And he was like to me, yo, like, I'm depending on you, bro. Like, you know, just to win. So,
how was that?
I came through, man. Like, it was a great season for me. You know, in terms of like professional career, second season, I put up like statistically, I was high. Like, I beat every statistical category from like every season, like from all the seasons that I played before. So it was like, all right, cool. Like, he gave me the opportunity, and I took it.
Man. That's the way, man. Glad to hear that, man.
Yeah, so I feel like where I learnt the most was probably Slovakia and France, you know, because I took that hard lesson in France and then I had to work my way back up in Slovakia and from there. But in terms of the best...
that's the best way you're going to learn though, isn't it, man? You've got to fall over to learn on it, so...
Yeah, facts. Some people don't ever learn though. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. So with that,
Everything Chris. Everything Chris.